Imagine being an ice dragon, fighting fire creatures and saving the overworld for 100 days. On day 1, I spawned in. Wow, I only had 5 hearts. I was in an ice spike biome, missing my family, when a fire bear started attacking me. It hit me off and it almost killed me on day 1, but I started to run. And then I realized, what is this? I can fly. Wow, I needed tools. So I chopped down some wood and made a crafting table. I was able to craft a bunch of wooden tools. I was really hungry and didn't want to eat any of the other mobs. So I headed to a village and I looked around and was able to find food. I was approached by a villager. I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry. What do you mean? You mean my parents? Well, I need to stop her. As nighttime came, we heard a noise. Zombies were attacking the village. I helped the villagers and fought off the zombies. Take that! The villager was happy and offered me more of his food and invited me to his house. On day 2, I heard a noise and the entire village was on fire. It was a fire witch. Hey, who are you? Stop right there.
It is you. I found you.
So you're the fire witch. You killed my family.
It was my destiny to destroy all the ice and snow and make this world burn.
Why are you hurting everyone else by doing this?
You think I care? An ice dragon froze all my land years ago, and we have been in battle ever since.
Well, I'm not gonna let you get away with this. The fire witch blasted me with the fire and knocked me down.
I swore to rid the world of ice dragons, and you are next. After I kill you, no one will be in my way.
Well, I'm standing here now, and I'm not going anywhere.
You think you can beat me? You are a tiny, pathetic dragon.
Oh yeah? Take this! I tried attacking the fire witch, but she threw a fireball at me and it blew up the entire village. I was low and got down only to a couple of hearts. I had no choice but to fly away. On day 3, I needed a home of my own. I needed to upgrade my tools, so I mined cobblestone and made better ones. Nice! I mined some more and got to work on my house. I wanted to make a basic house for now, but good enough for a dragon like me. I added a crafting table and a furnace. I found some sand to make glass. My house was finally complete, but I knew I needed some iron. So on day 4, I found a cave and mined some and crafted iron tools. But before I left the cave, I heard a noise.
An ice dragon! How is this possible?
I survived!
The witch promised me I would own the ice world now. I helped her and she lied!
Wait, you helped her?
I hate ice dragons. I am the strongest in the ice world.
Why can't we work together? We're on the same team, you and I.
No, this ice biome isn't big enough for the both of us. You will see that very soon.
What do you mean by that?
You think you are tough? This is what tough looks like. Show me what you got.
The Frostmaw attacked me, but I fought him off with the new tools. The Frostmaw decided to let me go.
I will be back for you. Don't get in my way.
After the Frostmaw left, I decided to head home too. On my way home, I ran into some cows, and they were so scared to see me. I told them I don't eat mobs. I just eat vegetables. The cow gave me an idea. I should make a farm. So I headed home and ate most of the food the villager gave me. And then I used the remainder of the food to start a farm, so I would never be hungry again. On day 5, I woke up to a big scream and the sound of fire. Flamewalkers were attacking in the distance. I had to save the innocent sheep. I quickly fought them off and met a snow golem.
Thank you for saving me.
No problem. What are you doing out here?
I'm lost, and I can't find my family.
I asked them what happened.
I was out looking for a new shelter for them, and I got lost. I don't know where they are.
Well, do you know which direction you came from?
No, I don't. And every time I try to find my family again, this happens. And I get attacked by a bunch of fire mobs.
I get what it's like to be all alone. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, it's terrible. You don't have any family?
I am the last ice dragon.
Well, thank you, Ice Dragon. Without you, I would have been done for and never been able to see my family again.
Well, don't worry, Snow Golem. Let me help you out. You can stay with me. On day 6, I made him a small snow hut for him to stay cool in.
This is perfect. Thank you.
Now the Snow Golem will be safe and protected from the Fire Witch. On day 7, I noticed a Yeti attacking poor innocent sheep. I decided to help them out. Here you go, guys. Just then, something happened. My body started to change, and I turned into a bigger dragon. I even had 10 hearts. I felt stronger and ready for more adventures. I said bye to my sheep friends and flew off. On day 8, I came back home to the fire creatures attacking the snow golem again. Help! I stepped in and quickly fought them off. I felt bad I let the snow golem down and promised this would never happen again. I made him a bigger house and even put some extra ice on the floor in case he wanted to cool off. The snow golem seemed to really like his new house. I was getting tired of these attacks and I knew it was the fire witch setting them. The snow golem told me to maybe go talk to some villagers and see if they know anything. On days 9 and 10, I found a village and was attacked by an iron golem. Please stop. I come in peace. I'm glad he stopped. I didn't want to have to fight him. I turned around and found a villager and asked about the witch. He noticed that I was an ice dragon, and he says that he had a book that could help me. He invited me to his library and gave me a book. I tried to open it, but something happened and the book started floating. Wow! It said that the prophecy says ice will defeat fire if it can survive. Is this talking about me? The villager offered me a potion for some emeralds. So I went to a nearby cave and mined some really fast. I came back and gave the villagers his emeralds, and he gave me a strong fire resistance potion. This should help me next time I run into the fire witch. I was getting closer to defeating her. On days 11 to 13, more firewalkers showed up and started attacking my home. I fought them off quickly. Take that! It seemed like more and more fire mobs were showing up. I needed to make sure that we were secured and safe, so I decided to spend some time building up my fortress. It was getting too small for me anyway. I planted more food for the snow golem, and I built a wall around us to make sure it was hard for mobs to get in. I put torches around the wall so I could see when enemies showed up. We were finally safe and secured, so I decided to rest before my next adventure. On days 14 to 16, I wanted to see if I can find the fire witch myself. I flew further and further away until I realized I was lost. It was really hot, and my hearts, I started losing them. I needed to act fast, so I dove into the ocean. Wow, it all turned into ice. My hearts are coming back.
Hey man, that's my home.
I apologize to the penguin.
Dude, I was planning to go swimming to get some fish. I'm starving.
I was dying because of my heat. I now know I need to stay close to the cold.
Well, now it's cold here too, and I'm freezing. What am I supposed to do now, man?
You want me to take you to another area?
Yeah, that'd be great. This one's full of dangerous mobs anyway.
Okay, just get on and I'll fly you. I decided to help this water penguin out. I offered to fly him somewhere new. We traveled biome after biome until I found a better place for the penguin.
This is so much better. Thank you.
Did you say your last area was full of mobs?
Yeah, man. It's crazy. There's so many fire mobs everywhere now. It seems like it's just getting worse and worse by the day.
I know. I can see that too.
This needs to be stopped, my guy. I just want to live in peace.
Well, don't worry. I have a plan to help out.
Are you sure you can handle it?
As I was talking to the water penguin, a cyclops showed up and started attacking us.
Help!
I fought off the cyclops and saved the water penguin.
Whoa, you really can make a difference. You really helped me out. You and I are friends for life.
Thanks, penguin.
If you need me, don't be afraid to reach out. Just don't freeze my water against, bro.
The water penguin went back to the ocean and gave the coordinates to get out of the heat. On days 17 through 19, I decided to try and explore my new powers now that I'm a bigger dragon. I felt something strange. An ice breath blew out of my mouth. I couldn't believe it. Then I noticed the pig. I'd promised to never kill mobs and I accidentally killed him. I couldn't forgive myself and vowed to never use this ice breath for harm again. I made it back to my fortress and there are lava creepers blowing up everywhere.
Get me out of here!
I swooped down and battled the creepers. There are too many of them.
So we meet again.
You, I'm bigger now, so I can stop you.
You think your size can help you? You are still no match for me.
I beg to differ, you evil witch.
This is where you die.
The fire witch threw a fireball at me and I just barely survived. I had to protect my snow golem friend.
Help me, Ice Dragon. I want to be able to see my family again. Help!
I made my way across the creepers, but then I saw it. A massive lava creeper. No! The snow golem exploded, as well as the rest of my base. And the blast blew me all the way across the world into another biome. On days 20 to 23, I was lost in my new biome. I quickly had to start over, finding new materials and tools. I built myself a quick shelter that would keep me safe for the night. I was still sad about my snow golem friend. So before I left on day 23, I decided to make a memorial for him. It was too hot for snow, so I found some sheep and took their wool. Thanks, guys. I got to building and creating a lasting memory of the best friend I ever had. Days 24 to 26, I realized I was lost. It was too hot and I was losing hearts and fast. I know I could cool myself off with the water, but I didn't want to hurt any other mobs. I know I promised to never do this, but it was my only option right now. Ah, that's so much better.
Dude, what the heck? I told you to stop freezing things.
I was happy to see the water penguin again and told him I was lost.
Dude, if you want to survive, you need to learn your way around this world.
Well, how am I supposed to do that?
Well, here, dude. With this, you shouldn't have any problems anymore.
He gave me a map, and now that I had this, I now know where mostly everything in the world is located. I thanked him for saving me.
No problem, bro. Like I said, friends for life.
I quickly ate the last of my food and headed off. On days 27 to 29 on my way home, I ran into the fire witch. I couldn't believe it. I attacked the witch before I realized it was the wrong witch. I felt really bad, but decided to look around. I found an enchanting table and a bunch of loot and chests. And all the excitement, I didn't realize I was almost out of hearts. It was warm here, so I blew snow on the ground and cooled myself off. My hearts came back, but I knew I had to get home soon. On days 30 to 32, a Eventually, I got back into my old base, and there are still a few lava creepers around. I fought them off quickly and looked around to see if there's anything left. I found a few old chests and took my loot and went off to find a new place to live. The Fire Witch knows about this place, so it won't be safe. Hey, this new place looks good. I started building my new shelter immediately. After building and decorating, I was tired and spent my first night in my new home. On days 33 to 35, I ran into a pack of cows getting attacked by an ice bear. I stepped in, but the ice bear was stronger than I thought, and he almost killed me. I hoped to have saved all the cows, but a few of them didn't make it. I realized I had no food. Normally, I wouldn't eat any other mobs, but I was down to my final hearts, and I didn't want the cow to just be wasted, so I took it and ate it. I headed into a mine and found diamonds and lapis. I quickly crafted some diamond armor and tools and headed out. On my way out of the cave, I found the frost moss standing at its entrance.
I hear you have gotten stronger. I'm not gonna let you get stronger than me.
The frost maw attacked me. I fought my hardest, but even with all my power, he was too strong. I had to fly away.
This isn't over.
Days 36 to 38 was very productive. Started building my new fortress. I also needed to make sure I stopped running out of food, so I built a bigger garden. I heard a noise, so I went off and I found a baby ender dragon getting attacked by a couple polar bears. I fought the polar bears off and saved the baby dragon. The dragon thanked me and I asked him how he was in the overworld. I knew what it was like to be lost and abandoned, so I offered to help the baby dragon. We went back to my base camp and I made him his own house. I decorated it and added a furnace and some food and chests for him. Now he'll be comfortable and safe until we find another way to get him back home. On days 39 to 41, I had a horrible dream. The witch was standing there and both of my parents were gone. I wanted to try and help, but it was already too late. The witch told me that the prophecy will fail and I will be next. I woke up scared and sad. I knew that if I wanted to beat the witch, I needed to learn about magic and enchanting. I tried enchanting items, but I didn't have that much luck. I needed to learn more and continue building my base because I knew another attack was coming soon. On days 42 to 44, I went to check on the baby ender dragon and he was gone. I panicked and set off to look for him. I flew over the other biomes until I finally found him. He was attacking the pigs. I told him to stop and explained to him that we don't eat friendly animals. Here, have this. I felt bad for the dragon and wanted to help him get home. I needed Eye of Enders though. I promised I would collect them without hurting any Enderman. This was going to be a challenge. On days 45 to 47, I was searching for Ender Pearls when I found the Fire Witch is destroying another village. I swooped in and attacked.
So, you found me again. This is where you die.
I felt like this is my chance, and I blew my ice breath at the witch. The witch fell off. I finally did it. I think I destroyed the Fire Witch.
Ha ha! Pathetic.
The witch attacked me again. More fire mobs came out and started to attack me in the village, but there were too many.
Just like your parents, you will fail, and I will rule the world.
No, my hearts. I needed to leave before the witch defeated me. I was sad that she won the battle, but I had to go back to help the baby ender dragon. On days 48 to 50, I set out looking for endermen to give me ender pearls so I can help the baby dragon. After searching a cave, I found an enderman that was willing to help me. Sweet, thanks. I kept explaining to different endermen that I was trying to help the baby dragon, and before I knew it, I had almost everything I needed to open the portal. I found the last enderman that I needed, but I accidentally looked him in the eyes. Hey, cut it out! I promised the baby ender dragon that I wouldn't hurt any of them, so I flew away. On days 52 to 54, I still needed to find an ender pearl, so I stopped by a village to see if any villagers had one that I could trade for. After talking to a villager, he told me that it was stolen in a raid. I asked the villager if I could help. I knew what I had to do. I searched until I could find the pillagers that were raiding another village. I stopped in and fought them all off. Take that! I looted their chests and found the last Eye of Ender. I had to get back to the baby dragon though. So on days 55 to 57, I made it back to the baby dragon. He was excited to be able to go home. We both agreed to head to the stronghold, and once we were there, we walked in the room, placed all of the Eye of Enders, and opened up the end portal. We jumped in. Once we spawned into the end, Endermen started attacking me right away. They thought I kidnapped the baby dragon. I didn't want to hurt them, so I flew up into the sky. The Enderman couldn't reach me, but then the Ender Dragon showed up.
You will pay for what you have done.
I promised the Ender Dragon I didn't kidnap his son. The baby Ender Dragon told him that I helped.
Then it looks like I owe you one. So it's true, huh? There really is one last ice dragon out there.
Yeah, that's me.
I can tell you don't know how to tap into your full power just yet.
I don't, but I'm trying to learn every chance I get.
Good. As a favor, I will teach you the ways of the dragon. Let me show
you around first. The Ender Dragon invited me to his fortress as a thank you for helping his son. I told the Ender Dragon about the witch and how I needed to defeat her.
Let me teach you how to be a stronger dragon. There's many things that you need to learn.
Okay, let's do it. On days 58 to 60, I started training with the Ender Dragon. He sent tons of mobs after me. I tried to fight them off, but they're too strong. I was almost out of hearts too. I defeated them, and I was trying to get my hearts to recover. But before I could, he sent in more. I almost couldn't make it through. The mobs were defeating me, and the Ender Dragon called it off. I was thankful. He took me to the End City to show me his kingdom. He explained to me that the dragons have powers that they get from their crystals. He brought me to his arena and showed me the End crystals. He told me that if I got my own crystals, they would help me heal when I fight the Fire Witch. I knew when I left that I needed to find ice crystals. But for now, I went back to rest for my last days in training that were coming up. On days 61 to 63, the Ender Dragon challenged me to a fight. I told him that I didn't want to. I didn't think I was ready.
Battle me if you want to be a real dragon.
Battle you? Why would I want to do that? You're my friend.
I will not know if you have what it takes until I have fought you myself.
No way. I'm not doing it.
Fine. Have it your way, Ice Dragon.
I still didn't want to, but he attacked me anyways. We battled, and he was stronger than I thought. Take this! I had him almost done. The Ender Dragon called it quits. He told me my training was complete. We went over to the End City to feast and celebrate. Before I headed back to the overworld, though, the dragon gave me an ice crystal.
You earned this. Place it in your kingdom, and you will go stronger. I promise.
I thanked and said bye to him and his baby Ender Dragon. I jumped in the portal and headed back in the overworld. On days 64 to 66, I was on my way to find more ice crystals. But while I was traveling, I saw a bunch of cows being lit on fire by firewalkers. I quickly came down and saved the cows. They were so grateful and apparently had heard of me before. I said bye to the cow friends and continued my search. I came across an ice village and the villagers were happy to see me. I asked him what he knew. He told me to go see an elder villager, so I took off to find him. Eventually, I found his hut, and he was shocked to see me.
I've been waiting for you.
Waiting for me? Why?
By now you should be aware of the prophecy. I wrote it! I thought all hope was lost until you hatched.
But you don't even know me. What should I do to stop this witch?
Follow your path. Find the ice crystals. It's your only hope.
I don't even know where to begin looking.
They're in a cave guarded by a large frost maw beast.
Oh, that frost maw guy? I wish I didn't have to see him again.
Well, you must defeat him. Then you will be granted all the ice crystals. Good luck, little dragon.
I decided to head out and try and find this cave. After searching for a while, I decided to build a quick shelter for the night so that I can get started for the next day. Now, I'll be safe for the night. On days 67 to 69, I woke up to a pillager attack. They wanted revenge for when I ruined their raid. They were tough, but I quickly took them all out. Ugh. That was not how I wanted to start my day. I needed to get back to my mission and find the Frostmaw's cave. I flew across tons of biomes and checked out a bunch of caves, but I couldn't find the place the villager was describing. As I traveled, I ran into a snow golem and stopped to talk to him. I told him about how my other snow golem friend passed. That must have been my brother. He was lost, and we've been trying to find him everywhere. I'm sorry. He was one of my best friends. It's okay. I'm sure you tried your best. Come with me. Where are we going? It's time you meet the rest of mine and my brother's family. The snow golem was sad and asked if I wanted to meet his family. I said hi to them and told them stories of their son, and they really appreciated it. They swore to help me in any battle that I may need in the future. I said bye to the snow golems and headed out to find the Frostmaw. On days 70 to 72, I found a cave that seemed promising. I dove down, and there were tons of snow mobs everywhere. I fought them off, but they were stronger than I thought. I realized I had no food and my health was going down fast. I searched all over the cave and finally found a chest. Healing potion. Yes, I was lucky. I went back and fought off the rest of the mobs. I went off into another part of the cave, and I found a room there with a bunch of chests. This looked promising. I looted the chest, and each one had an ice crystal in it. Now, all I needed was one more.
You think you can steal my ice crystal and get away with it?
I'm not afraid of you, Frostmaw. Not anymore.
I'm sick of you. This ends now.
I fought the Frostmaw. He was stronger than ever. This time, though, so was I. I defeated him. He dropped the last ice crystal, and I was ready to head back home. I finally made it back home on days 73 to 75, and I decided that I needed to upgrade my fortress. I wanted to make a battle arena. This will help me fight the Fire Witch. I built a bigger kingdom. I needed to show what a true dragon's home looked like. This would be bigger and better and help me be fortified for the final attack. Now I had to place my ice crystals. There we go. I can feel the power coming off the ice crystals. I also realized that I needed stronger armor. Netherite would have done the trick, but it was hot in the Nether. So I remember the fire resistance potion I got back on day 9. This should help. I found a Nether portal, but it was being guarded guarded by a fire beast. I quickly defeated it and walked inside. On days 76 to 78, I searched all over the Nether for as much netherite as I could find. It was hot, and there was a bunch of blazes in the distance. I needed to avoid those. I wanted to mine in peace. I mined the last bit of netherite I needed. Awesome! Time to head home. I realized I was lost, and my potions were wearing off. I searched for my portal, but I started to lose my hearts quick. I was burning, and I was really scared until I met a friendly ghast. The ghast was surprised to see an ice dragon in the Nether and offered to help me get home. He guided me to my portal, and I escaped right before it was too late. Oh, that was close. On days 79 to 81, I needed to put all of this netherite to use. I crafted tools and armor. I wanted all the friendly mobs to be safe. The fire witch will be coming soon. I headed out and met the cows, the sheep, the pigs, and I gave all of them armor and weapons. I flew across all the biomes, and I made sure that I armored everything that I could. There was one more mob that I needed to see, though.
Yo, Ice Dragon, good to see you, bro.
I was happy to see my friend again. Hey, Water Penguin. I've been heavy in my mission, and I made a long way since the last time we've talked.
I'm proud, bro. I've caught some sick fish, too, in this new area.
I quickly explained how I wanted to arm the mobs in the hotter biomes, but I couldn't get there, and I needed his help to spread the armor and the word.
I got you, bro. No worries. Friends for life.
I dropped the chest full of loot, and the sea penguin headed out to the rest of the biomes. On days 82 to 85, I was still trying to make my way home from the water penguin when I ran into a bunch of fire wolves. They looked dangerous, and I didn't want to fight them. I blasted them with my ice breath, and because of this, all the fire wolves magically turned into winter wolves. They seemed to be a lot happier now and thanked me. They wanted to help me out against this witch. Apparently, the witch corrupted them to begin with. I left the new ice wolves and headed back home. I needed to do that to keep building up my fortress. I knew the fire witch was coming soon, and I needed to supply food for everyone. So I expanded my farms and set traps to protect me from any more fire mobs. I was happy with how my fortress was turning out, so I decided to take a rest and get ready for the next day. Days 86 to 88 creeped by. I was getting impatient waiting for this final battle, so I headed out to see if I can find the witch myself. I went back to where I first spawned and found another burning village. The villagers were freaking out. Hey, are you okay? Where did she go? I tried to convince the villager that I could stop her, but he told me that only strong magic can stop her. I remember I had an enchanting table, but I wasn't able to do my full enchants yet. I just needed to learn how to use it better. I thanked him. I told him that I would help stop this witch, and he was super happy. I headed out on my next adventure. I finally found the old library on days 89 to 91. It took me days, and I was so tired, but excited. I walked inside and met the villager who runs it. Me? Really? The villager gave me books and complete bookshelves. This should help me a ton. I thanked him and headed back to my long journey home. It took me over a day to get back to my house. But once I got there, I started working on enchanting my new tools and armor to their fullest potential. I had placed an enchanting room and had all my bookshelves placed there. Now it was time to start enchanting all my items. Days 92 to 95 started with a bang. I woke up to a massive explosion. It must be the witch. Is it time already? I ran outside and flew over to the explosion just to see that the entire world was covered in fire around me. I quickly tried to put it out, but it was no use. If I didn't stop this witch soon, this is how the entire rest of the world will be. I knew that this was only the beginning. In the distance, I saw a beacon, and I knew that this was a sign. The fire witch must be here soon. I was frustrated, but I had to be patient. My troops were ready on days 96 to 99. Some of them were destroyed in the fire, but the remainings were ready to fight. I found my penguin friend and asked if he was ready for the fight.
Yeah, bro. I told everyone about it, like you asked. We're good.
I really appreciate you staying by my side.
Don't worry about it, man. The entire world is on your side. I got a bunch of penguins, too. We're gonna help out. We need to stop this fire witch so we can finally be at peace.
I was happy that I had so many friendly mobs on my side. I told them to gather everyone and head to my fortress.
Sure thing, dude.
The penguin watched me leave as I flew back. I needed to alert the rest of the mobs in the cold biomes. By the time I got home, my fortress was filled with friendly mobs that were ready to protect the world that they love. I was happy and scared, but I knew I had to find the fire witch. I left my friends and searched the biomes to see if I can trick the witch into coming to my fortress. I had no luck at all. All I found was destruction. No witch was in sight. The final day was here. Day 100, I made it back to my base, and fire mobs were everywhere, attacking all the friendly mobs I had. The battle had officially started. They were doing the best they could. Everyone was fighting, but it was too tough for them. Some of my friends were dying, so I came crashing in and defeated as many mobs as I could, but they kept coming. Just then, I saw her. The fire witch was here on top of my castle.
It's time to die, Ice Dragon. I have destroyed your entire kingdom. And now what do they have?
You may have destroyed my castle, but I still have my ice crystals, and I won't let you destroy the rest of this world.
Oh, really? Try and stop me. No more running away. This time, one of us will be gone by the end of it.
The fire witch shot fire at me and started damaging my health right away. I attacked her. I remembered my mom and dad and how she took them from me. She ruined my entire life. I couldn't lose this battle, but she was so strong. I suddenly started gaining hearts again, though. The ice crystals, they're working. I felt like I was getting strong, and the witch was taking damage.
How are you doing this?
I was stronger than ever now, and I took one final swing, and the fire witch fell to their death.
No!
I successfully defeated them on day 100.